only my second time doing stand-up, and I have this thing that I do when I'm nervous. Instead of imagining everyone in the audience naked, I like to think of someone beautiful, intelligent, successful. And I picture them pooping. Naturally. My person is J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. When I'm nervous about something or I'm putting myself out there, I just say to myself over and over again, even J-Lo poops. Even J-Lo poops. Even J-Lo poops. Do you think J-Lo examines her poop before flushing? We all do it, right? I don't know if you can tell, but I am half Hispanic. I know that is not the joke, it's true. You can tell by my classic Mexican big tits, flat ass. And if you're still thinking about J-Lo's fat ass taking a dump, she's Puerto Rican, not Hispanic. My mother is Hispanic, so that means I have an abuelo and abuela, which just means grandma and grandpa in Spanish. But because there is formal and informal words in the Spanish language, we call them a much more slang term. So we called them nana and tata. Imagine going your whole childhood thinking everyone has a nana and tata. For me, there's just something weird about calling a 7-year-old grown man tata. You're probably wondering if they had a slang Spanish name for me, and they sure did. They called me Huera, which means white girl in Spanish. At some point in my childhood, they just ditched my actual name and referred to me as Huera at all times. So it was, happy birthday, Huera. Huera, come here. How was school, Huera? My grandmother, my nana, would line us all up and say, these are all my beautiful brown-skinned grandchildren, and this is my Huera. I also thought being called a racial slur my entire childhood was normal. I don't really speak Spanish. No one really taught me, but I know a couple of words. Siéntate, sit down. Cállate, shut up. Pinche, fucking. Oh, and Huera, white girl. Siéntate y cállate, pinche Huera, which means sit down and shut up, fucking white girl. My nana taught me that. I don't think my grandparents were racist, but I'll let you guys decide. Mexicans have this rite of passage ceremony. It's when a girl turns 15. It's like a Mexican bar mitzvah. My little sister had one, but I didn't. I don't know if it would have been too hard to explain to everyone that I was actually Mexican and not just a pinche Huera. I am the whitest and lightest out of all of my siblings, and there are 6 of us. Again, Hispanics, we have lots of babies. And my siblings used to give me a hard time about my light complexion. But the joke's on them. At least I can go into a Target, no one's gonna come up to me and ask me what aisle the paper towels are in. I have 2 kids, they are 9 and 10, and I let them swear. I think it allows for a more creative vocal expression. Just take the word fuck alone, it's so versatile. It can be a noun, it can be sorry. It can be a noun, a verb, an expression. Just the other day, my daughter was screaming at her little brother, "Go get a fuck." And I was like, no, honey. You're using fuck as a noun. You want to use it as a verb. So it's go get fucked. They grow up fast. We only have one rule in our house about swearing, and it's that you're not allowed to swear in front of grandma, the white one. So now my kids just run around the house calling each other pinche Hueras. Next, I'm going to say something a little controversial. I know we're not supposed to, but I'm going to do it anyways. being a dog owner is highly overrated. There, I said it. I have 2 purebred golden retrievers, purebred. I give it a 2 out of 10, would not recommend. Sure, you have to feed them, walk them, groom them, take them to the vet, all that sort of stuff. But here's the thing no one's gonna tell you. No one's gonna tell you, sometimes they eat their own poop. Sometimes they eat each other's poop. Sometimes out of the spout. Like if you stuck your head underneath an ice cream machine. Or that dogs can be prescribed antidepressants, but you can't. No one's gonna tell you every 4th of July you're gonna have to hide Benadryl in their food, because if they don't pass out, they're gonna be shitting in some corner of your house. And if you have carpet, even the smallest sliver of carpet, they're gonna shit on it. No one's gonna tell you that you're gonna have to wake up at 6 a.m. to pick wild mushrooms from your backyard, like a goddamn garden fairy, to get to them before your dumb dogs eat them. No one's gonna tell you that. In fact, if someone would have told me that my husband and I would be having daily check-ins with one another to discuss the size, color, texture, and consistency of our dog's poop, I would have said, no thank you, I'm getting dogs. Maybe if we were discussing J-Lo's poop, I'd be a little bit more intrigued. No one wants to tell you how expensive it is to go on vacation and have someone pet sit for you. The first time my husband and I went away on vacation and had someone pet sit for us, it was our honeymoon, Hawaii. Brother-in-law's watching the dogs. He throws a party, gets drunk, floods the upstairs bathroom. Second time, I gotta fly back home to Arizona. I think my grandmother's dying. I ask a friend. She gets drunk, falls down the stairs in the middle of the night, says she was sleepwalking. She's sent to the ER for stitches and a brace, and you're left trying to find someone to fill in for the rest of your trip. Your grandmother doesn't die, but your homeowner's insurance goes up. The third time, I gotta go back to Arizona for a funeral. I'm in a bind. I find someone online, a complete stranger. No background checks. I don't even check her social media. She invites her boyfriend. I don't know his name. I don't even know what this guy looks like. Just 2 complete strangers living in my house for 2 weeks. If someone would have told me, as a dog owner, 2 complete strangers would be knocking boots in my house and I paid them to do it, I would have said, no thank you to having dogs. That's my time. Thank you, everybody. Keep it going for Christina Charette, everybody.